What's going on, everyone? My name's Cody Panda Jones, and first off, Merry Christmas, everyone. And second, welcome to the final artist review video for 2025. I am very fucking excited to really talk about this unique fucking band that I grew up listening to growing up. And honestly, man, this band has been one of the most interesting fucking bands growing up. And I'm very excited to fucking do a video for them because I finally just got done listening to their final album. And I'm very fucking excited to really get into it. And here's the thing. It even says it right there, right under my image. Mötly Crüe is the world's most notorious rock band. And there's a reason why, because of their antics, their stage performances, the wild shit that they done even in hotels. They done a lot of the crazy shit. But before we get into that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below to be notified of new videos that drop. And also, be sure to check out the link down below, because this video is sponsored by Pogger's Drink Mix. And honestly, man, if you never had Poggers, it is absolutely great. It is fucking delicious. It is by far the tastiest fucking drink that you'll ever have, with the best fucking flavors, mixes, best shit that you will ever fucking drink. Better than Kool-Aid, better than fucking Rockstar, better than fucking Gatorade, Body Armor, Monster, better than fucking Powerade, better than Prime, that's for fucking damn sure. Pogger's Drink Mix is the drink that you will never ever feel sorry buying. And they have some of the best flavors. I'm not gonna fucking get into them because it's a whole lot of flavors, but you guys can get them 10% off with my code PandaJones10. That's PandaJones10. So be sure to check the link down below. Let's get it cracking, shall we? With Mötly Crüe, who is the world's most notorious rock band, hailing from Los Angeles, California. The quartet, Vince Neil on vocals, Mick Mars on guitar, Nikki Sixx on bass, and Tommy Lee on drums, which everyone fucking knows who Tommy Lee is, especially the fucking porn tape that he fucking released years later, has commandeered the rock pantheon for 40 years. 40 years, can you believe that shit? They've accumulated worldwide album sales exceeding 100 I don't know what the fucking M is. I'm sorry. Exceeding 100 miles, I think? Maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking miles. 7 platinum and multi-platinum albums. Multi-platinum albums, 22 top 40 mainstream rock hits, 6 top 20 singles, and 3 Grammy nominations, 4 New York Times bestsellers, and even landed a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Isn't that something? With utmost success from their Netflix biopic, The Dirt. With utmost success from their Netflix biopic, The Dirt, and its soundtrack, the band landed another #1 album on iTunes and top 10 worldwide with 22 chart-topping singles and 7 albums on the charts. Its massive global successes saw Mötly Crüe popularity soar to new highs, catapulting the band's rock back to the top of the worldwide charts with the younger 18 to 44 demographic, now representing 64% of the band's fan base. In the 6 months following the release of The Dirt, Mötly Crüe has celebrated the meteoric rise of almost 350% increase in streams of their music across all streaming platforms. Known for their iconic live performances, they've sold out countless tours across the globe in front of millions of fans with their groundbreaking production, as highlights such as Tommy Lee's Crucify drum roller coaster and Nikki Sixx's flame-throwing bass. And let me tell you, man, their fucking performances, their music, it really fucking says a lot about them. And I gotta tell you, they are by far one of the biggest names in rock and roll. And they continuously fucking release anniversary albums. And hold up, I just now noticed this. Oh, okay, okay, so it's just re-releases of their old stuff. Okay, I was almost thinking they're still fucking recording. But they fucking release big ass chart-topping albums. But we're just gonna fucking get into it with the first album, Too Fast for Love. Honestly, I've heard the album, despite the fact that it is a debut album, I never really care for it all that much. I only like 2 songs. So really, I tried listening to it, I really did. I tried sitting. So it's I did try listening to it all the way through. But personally, the debut album just didn't really get me. I really didn't like it all that much. And that was their debut album in 1981. In 1983, Shout at the Devil. Banger fucking album. Absolutely spectacular. 10 out of 10 for Shout at the Devil. This album was absolutely everything that really fucking made me a fan of Mötly Crüe. And it's not just that, it's also their fucking style, the way that they look. You know, with the fucking, it's this album has just been fucking a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Then Theater Pain came out in 1985, and one of the biggest songs that they ever released off this album was by far Home Sweet Home, which was again the biggest album that they ever fucking released at the time, with the best single to ever come out, which still fucking plays everywhere, even in commercials. Home Sweet Home, spectacular album. Didn't do as great as Shout at the Devil, but it most certainly had some songs that I really liked. And I would say that Theater of Pain is more of a 7 out of 10. Girls, 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 which came out in 87, if I'm correct, this one was a 9 out of 10. A lot of great songs, including with the single, the biggest fucking single yet, Girls, Girls, Girls. That album fucking did great as well. But that wasn't until Dr. Feelgood came out, which was the last album for Vince Neil to be in for a while due to personal losses, to band issues, to arguments, fights, drug issues, an accidental vehicular homicide. I think it was vehicular homicide. I don't know, someone that he was driving with died in a crash with him because he was on drugs. But Dr. Feelgood was a great album in my opinion. This was also a 9 out of 10. And Dr. Feelgood was great. But after that, Vince Neil completely went separate ways for a bit, and Mötly Crüe decided to fucking do something else, which brought out the Mötly Crüe album that came out in '94 with a new vocals singer. Let me see it. Okay. Legal disclosure? No. Oops. But, God damn it. View song credits. Okay, so yeah. So, they completely replaced Vince Neil with a new vocal artist under the name of John Nicholas Corabi. Not familiar with him, but he was taking Vince Neil's place for the time being. And I gotta say, it wasn't a disappointment. It was almost as though it was just as good with or without him. So really, I would say that this album was a fucking 10 out of 10. Yeah. This album was a 10 out of 10 in my personal opinion. It was great. It still had that great sound and everything. Generation Swine came out in 1997. And this felt like a bit of a letdown. This was like about as bad, almost as bad as their debut album that they released in '81. Generation Swine wasn't really all that great in my opinion. So they released another album called Supersonic and Demonic Relics. This one was personally a bit better than their previous. Supersonic and Demonic Relics was better than Generation Swine, if I can tell you that much. It did better. So honestly, I would give Generation Swine a 4 out of 10. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was just not as good as the Mötly Crüe album and their previous albums. And after the Mötly Crüe album that came out in '94, Vince Neil came back for Generation Swine, Supersonic Demonic Relics. Vince Neil came back for it. He came back, reunited with the band again, and then they released an album in 2000 called New Tattoo. And in my opinion, this was actually really good. This was by far a 10 out of 10. There was only one song I didn't care for all that much. And then in 2008, their final album that they recorded in 2008, The Saints of Los Angeles. And this one was by far a fucking 10 out of 10. Saints of Los Angeles was by far the best last nail in the coffin type album, where they really officially called it and said, this is our last. And honestly, even after so many fucking years of being together in the studio, so many years of music, tours, shows, everything that they fucking been through, it was by far the biggest fucking album yet. But I'd like to know what y'all think in the comments down below. Personally, Mötly Crüe is the best band yet. They are, without a doubt, the most notorious rock band in a good way. They are notoriously good. But I would like to know what y'all think in the comments down below. Merry Christmas, and I'm out. Peace.